Okay, next up here, I've got a midpoint, all right, which makes two equal parts. I have a bisector, which makes two equal parts. All right, so I've got that happening. And then let's see what goes on. So let's see if I can figure this out. I see some triangles in different places. I'm not going to pick them out at first. I'll look and see what happens. So midpoint, AE has a midpoint, red. So the two equal parts are right there. So I'm going to write that statement. So AC is congruent to EC. And it doesn't matter what order those letters go in because midpoint makes two equal parts. All right, so that's taken care of. I got this bisector. BD is getting cut in half. I'm cutting a segment in half, so I probably should know that they're segments. And the two equal parts would be there and there. So BC is congruent to DC because bisect makes two equal parts. All right, that's all it tells me. It doesn't tell me anything else. So I look at the picture and I see if I see vertical angles or if I see reflexive property. So I'm not positive at first what triangles I'm doing, but right now it looks like I'm using that blue triangle and that purple triangle. How am I telling? All right, how am I knowing that? Because I have sides of those triangles. So it would make sense that I'd be looking at those two triangles. And again, if you're starting this out and you don't know what triangles, just ask me, I'll tell you. All right, because I'm not concerned with you identifying the triangles on your own right now. So I want a pair of vertical angles, all right, or a reflexive property. There's no reflexive property. So a pair of vertical angles. Well, there's an X right here, and I'm hoping that at this point you guys are like, you see these X's. You're like, oh, there's vertical angles there. Okay, now what ones do I want? I want this angle and this angle because they live inside of the blue and the purple triangles. So let's make a statement that says that. So angle ACB is congruent to angle DCE because vertical angles are congruent. All right, so vertical angles are congruent. That's the information I can get. So I have 5 things to evaluate here. And remember, one of them has to be true. Okay, so let's throw some things out. There's no right angle, so hypotenuse leg is out. I only have 2 pairs of congruent sides, so side, side, side is out. Side angle side is possible because I have 2 pairs of congruent sides and 1 pair of congruent angles. Angle side angle is out because I only have 1 pair of congruent angles, and so is that. So it almost definitely has to be that. I should just double check to make sure the angle's in the middle. Okay, so how do I do that? Well, I look at it here, use purple. Here's one side, whoops. Here's one side, here's the second side, there's the middle. I'm covered, all right? Side and the side with the angle in the middle. So now I just gotta match the letters up. So I gotta be careful here. A, C, B. The angles at C match up. AC matches up with the EC because they both have the mark on there. So it should be E underneath the A, and then BC matches up with DC, so the D should be underneath the B. So my last statement is triangle ACB is congruent to triangle ECD because side, angle, side. All right, again, take your time. This takes a lot of practice, all right? And then if you can get really good at this, actually writing a proof at first is going to start off really nice because there's only a couple of things missing.